In most people, hairs grow at about 1 centimeter per month. If you pluck a hair, it's basically like looking, at the tree rings. You carry your biological history attached to your scalp.
So you're saying I can actually see the day I got old?
Yes, based on how quickly the hair grows.
I'm wondering what kind of history is in these hairs.
By examining hairs that were only partially gray, Martin and his colleagues could pinpoint when the hair started or stopped changing color.
Actually, it's white at the tip and dark at the bottom.
The first hair we received was really amazing. In the middle was like a 2 centimeter piece of white. And then it was dark on both sides. And to me, this was a game-changing moment. And then we thought, well, we have to know what happened to this person's life, right? So we developed a diary.
The hair donor kept a diary for a year, tracking the times she was undergoing stress on a scale of 1 to 10.
She went through some heartbreak, and she said, this was the more stressful 2 months of my life. And her stress graph went from 2 or 3 to 10 for 2 months. And then after relationship resolved, and then stress went back down, and the hair, boom, went back to being dark again.
Amazing. So the most stressful periods corresponded with the gray patch in her hair.
Exactly.
10 of the participants had hairs that regained color, suggesting hair graying in some people might be reversible.
We had even pubic hairs that showed reversal, and then we knew it was real.
Martin points out that it's a small study, and he plans to do further research.
I ended up plucking 5 hairs that had all started to revert around the same time at the time that I was on vacation. I read an amazing book and got some good sleep, did a lot of physical activity. I tried to keep the energy flowing.
In fact, energy may be at the root of why stress can lead to gray hair.
So it takes energy to grow hairs, and it takes energy also to produce the color that will go inside the hair.
All of our cells contain mitochondria, kind of like mini biological batteries that keep us running and send alert signals when we're under stress.
Get you ready for an eventual fight, right?
That's right.
Fight or flight.
So your mitochondria, they've got this decision to make. They're like, we could either keep you alive and ready to fight, or we can keep your hair looking young and luscious.
And invest energy in making pigment. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Your 2-colored hair, which we have here. You can see, right, exactly where it went from being white, no pigment, to then all of a sudden, about 2 months ago, something happened, I would guess, in your life that turned this hair from white to dark again.
I took a vacation, yeah. I went to another country and I spent time doing absolutely nothing. And I guess that's when the color came back in.
Yeah, that might do it.
This is awesome, I'm Benjamin Buttoning.